Hey, this is a quick video I'm calling Conversion Time. That's right, it's conversion time in America, and we can convert any fraction, decimal, or percent into one of the others. And so I'm going to share with you how we can do that. So starting off, I'm going to take a percent and convert it into a fraction. So I'm going to make up a number. I'm going to say 29%. So 29%, when I read that, 29%. Now we know cent equals 100, so I can make this a fraction out of 100. That's 29 out of 100, or 29%. 29% is the same as 29 out of 100. Now, if I were to be able to simplify that fraction, I would then do that. It turns out 29 and 100 don't have any common factors, so I can't simplify it. That's as simple as it gets. 29 over 100. Now, if I have this fraction, 29 hundredths, I'm kind of saying the decimal form, 29 hundredths. But I could also think of 29% and think of Beyonce. That's right, Beyonce sang about how to convert percents into decimals. She's saying in that song to take our decimal in the percent and move it over 2 times to the left. So 29% becomes 29 hundredths. I also like to remind you that when I move it over 2 times, I'm making a W. And W, of course, stands for win. So we're going for the win here by converting this and making a W. We don't want to make a U or a triple U or a quadruple U, just a W. For the win. So 29 hundredths. Now I could obviously convert this 29 hundredths into a percent by going the opposite direction. Now instead of moving to the left, I'm going to move to the right and make my W, whoop, whoop, and then slap my percentage sign on there. 29% is the same as 29 hundredths. So if I have a fraction, I can convert it to a percent by making it out of 100. This is a bad example because it's already 29 hundredths. Let me give you a new example. Let me go with 1/4. If I have 1/4 and I want to turn that into a percent, there's a couple ways I could do it. Step number 1 is I could turn that into sorry, I can't draw and talk at the same time. I could turn it into a fraction out of 100 because, again, percent. So if I multiply 1/4 times a form of 1, I want to take 4 and turn it into 100. Well, 4 times 25 is 100. So I would use a form of 1 that is 25 over 25. 4 times 25 is 100, and 1 times 25 is 25. I'd get 25 over 100. Now, a second way to do that is to transfer this into a decimal. So 1/4 turning it into a decimal. We might just memorize what 1/4 is, but I can also think of 1/4 as a division problem. That's 1 divided by 4. 1/4. Now 4 doesn't go into 1, but I can add a decimal, bring that decimal up, and add a 0. I haven't changed the number. It's still 1, but now it's 1.0. So 4 goes into 10 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. I'll subtract and get 2, add a 0 and bring it down. 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 4 is 20, and I'm left with that 0 remainder. So now I know that 1/4 is the same as 0.25, or 25 hundredths. I could then convert that by making my W, whoop, whoop, moving it 2 times to the right. 1/4 is the same as 25%. And of course, 25% is the same as 25%. I know I've written a whole bunch of stuff on this paper, but I'm hoping you're seeing the connection between percents and fractions and decimals. We can take any decimal and turn it into a fraction or a percent. We can take any fraction and turn it into a percent or a decimal. And we can take any percent and turn it into a fraction or a decimal. They're all interchangeable, and we can come up with equivalent equivalent fractions, decimals, and percents. I hope this video is helpful for you, and if you have questions, let me know.